Thank you.
I am not angry, or am I? Understanding the layers of feelings and emotions through SEL. Quick intro for the you two ladies who just made it here. I am Mac Fleming III, lover of all things Chicago. Been here in Texas now for 4 years. This will be year number 4. Ma'am?
I am Valen Hawkins. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist in California. I currently am a co-facilitator with MAC.
And I am Michelle Faulkner Forson. I'm the managing director at the Baltimore Improv Group. And I'm in Baltimore, but I'm from Chicago.
Hey.
I'm this man for over, I don't know, 30,
yeah.
30,
96.
96. Yeah, so we've been friends since 96.
So we are here to talk to you ladies about SEL. So this is going to be unlike any training that y'all have never been to, right? Like I got on a hat, and I call y'all family. So this is much a facilitation workshop. We gonna learn from y'all, then y'all gonna learn from us. So don't be surprised if we not just sitting up here just talking to you, because I don't believe in that whole thing. Everybody good with that? Perfect. Okay, so 5 concepts, 5 competencies of SEL. Anybody know what they are? Y'all all said y'all love SEL. You don't know? Okay, well, let's run down. Let's run down.
Oh, I said, start me out. I might remember
okay, that's
something, but I'm cheating.
Don't think too hard, you might know.
Right?
I was gonna say self-management.
Self-management.
Yeah.
Yeah, they already over there. So now you just But it's all good though. So, self-awareness, the ability to understand one's own thoughts, feelings, and values, and how they influence your behavior. I'm not going to read the other sentence, because then that just kind of, when we talk to the kids, that's another way to kind of get them to buy in, right? Self-management, the ability to manage one's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors effectively through difficult situations. Okay? Michelle.
Social awareness, the ability to understand the perspectives and empathize with others, especially those from different backgrounds and cultures. This includes having the capacity to feel compassion for others and understand their social norms in different ways.
All right, the last 2, relationship skills, the ability to establish and maintain healthy relationships as well as supportive relationships. This includes communicating clearly, making sure that we are actively listening and working collectively as a unit to build community. Responsible decision making, the ability to make caring and constructive choices personally and in social behaviors and social interactions through diverse situations. This includes being able to understand your choices and making sure that you are aware that they're always going to have outcomes, whether it's positive or negative.
And that's what's important to these kids that we working with on a daily basis, because some of them, they decision-making skills, whoo, Lord Jesus, right? So at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we are imputing this information, these 5 competencies. I like to tell a lot of adults that from the very beginning, hey Leslie, how you doing? Backtrack real quick, Michelle, Mac, and Valen, and we just ran through the 5 concepts of SEL. So we met Leslie downstairs at our booth.
Yes.
Right on. So I be out here telling these kids about their responsible decision-making skills, because at the end of the day, they have the instant gratification is in one hand, and then they have the entitlement in the other. Like, consequences shouldn't happen to me. Like, I'm a kid, that's not fair. We don't believe in that, so we make sure that we are helping them understand that they need to make better decisions for those outcomes, whether it's today, tomorrow, a week from now, a year from now, so on and so forth. Okay, so we're gonna get into our first activity of this session.
All right, Michelle's passing out your activities. What I want you guys to think about is a time where words did not come easy to you. You were kind of confused on how to really articulate how you were feeling. Sometimes there's more than mad, sad, angry, happy, right? So what we're gonna do today is, what if I told you that there are about 87 emotions that you can give yourself permission to talk about and use right now? So we are going to learn some of those 87 emotions today down our trip, down Feelings Lane, okay? So today during your trip down Feelings Lane, you will be applying some of the SEL competencies that we just talked about. Self-reflection, self-management, social awareness, as well as social awareness, okay? along your trip down Fieldings Lane. So what we're gonna do, we are going to kind of work together, which is a nice little bunch of you guys, and we are gonna start with number 1, okay? So feel free to think about it, give yourself permission to try it out. Nothing is wrong. All we're doing is learning, and we're making sure we're doing it fun, okay? So, verse 1. The ability to do something at will and liberty, clear of obstacles or obstructions. What do y'all think that one is?
So if you flip to the worksheet that says TABSE addition on it,
Yes.
you have a list of so you have a list of words. So you're going to match the words with the definition on the sheet.
Oh, so this is the first one.
So you see at the start down at the bottom, and think about it. The ability to do something at will, at liberty, clear of obstructions or obstacles.
What do we do? Just put that number by?
Yep, put the
Yes,
number
go
down.
ahead, put your number by it.
By the word, right?
Yes, by the word. And what do you think? Since we are, pressed on time, why don't you go ahead and share us what you picked for the first one?
Said free.
Free. All right, anybody else got a different option, different opinion?
I was torn between free and trusting.
Okay, free and trusting. Tell me a little bit about why you picked trusting.
Because if I feel at liberty, then I trust whoever gave me that opportunity to do it and trust my decision, and I can freely do it. That's why it's kind of tied for me, because I'm free because I trust.
Yes,
I love that.
I love that. And for you, miss, why did you pick free?
Well, anytime where there are no obstructions, no obstacles, and I have liberty, the Bible says where there's liberty, there's freedom.
Amen, amen. All right.
All right, so what if I told you that the first one is free? All right? So that's all.
So listen up. Now they told me I couldn't have no music up here, right? Because I have the intro going like,
Very true. All right, we're going to keep going down our trip, all right? What about number 2? Liable to yield, break, or collapse under pressure or strain. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Come on in. What do you guys think? Go ahead and look at your feelings list. See if anything resonates with you with that definition. All right. Liable to yield, break, or collapse under pressure or strain. Anybody got an idea?
Powerless.
Powerless. Okay. Anyone else? Vulnerable. All right, all right. Anybody think hesitant? Hesitant? Mm-hmm. Vulnerable is a good one. Because you can feel vulnerable and feel like you're kind of breaking down or collapsing when you are vulnerable, kind of opening yourself up to any possibilities. For sure. That is something. Go ahead.
Yeah, I chose.
Okay.
Week it is.
It is weekend.
It's week. It's week. It's week.
Uh-huh,
Yeah, the
uh-huh.
second one is week.
All right, ladies, we are taking our trip down Fieldings Lane. You have your 2
I
worksheets.
explained it.
I
got you.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why we have a team, right?
Yeah,
We're a
yeah.
team. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is 3, unable to produce or an effect helplessness. Unable to produce an effect helplessness. What are y'all thinking about for this one?
Powerless.
Oh, we got a collective.
Or frustrated.
Or frustrated. Okay. Tell me about powerless. So why you guys pick powerless back here? Or what speaks out to you in that definition?
Unable to produce.
Mm-hmm.
is the one that I would definitely say connects to the powerless.
Absolutely. Right, because you kind of feel like there's nothing left for you to do. Mhm.
What if I told you I was right?
Look at that. As you guys are going down this trip, you're 100% recognizing what you already know and giving yourself permission to learn a new feeling or a new way to look at the emotion. Cool. All right. So as we continue going down trip down Feeling Lane, I want you guys to hold on to this, okay? We're gonna go up to the last two because we are having a couple of other activities that we want to.
We can do three.
We can do three more?
We can do three more.
Yes, good job. So good. Okay, go ahead. All right, so we're gonna go.
Don't feel rushed by the time. Look, they gonna wait on us, not y'all. Them. After us, they gonna wait.
That's good that I'm good on time. Okay, let's go ahead and keep it going then. All right, so the fourth one, promising, advantage or success. Promising, advantage or success. Hopeful, we got hopeful. Anybody else?
Confident.
Confident. Okay. Confident, hopeful. All right, so for this one, what if I told you guys it was worthwhile?
It's worthwhile.
I like the ah.
Yeah.
Because I want you guys to think about when it comes to promising advantage or success, I mean, you're really thinking about something being right. There we go. Bingo. All right, let's do another one. All right, we're going to go up to the fifth one. Having the power to bring something new into being, resulting from originating from thought or expression, okay? Having the power to bring something new into being.
Creative. Something.
Bingo, yes, right, because think about it, you have an idea in your mind and you want to be able to produce it out into this real world. Being creative, pulling something out of your mind that is a thought and making it into your reality. All right, we're gonna do the last one, which is not thinking coherently or rationally, bewildered or perplexed. You definitely should have this.
I'm super perplexed that that's like.
Yes.
Let's be clear about that.
All right, so what do you guys think? Not thinking coherently,
Confused.
frustrated, hostile. Whoa. All right. Tell me why hostile. While we're about to wrap up.
When I think of hostile, I just see people just completely lost it. When they say like it's a hostile situation, like there's no control. It's just hostile
Environment. All right, and someone said, what else? Confused?
I said confused.
Frustrated? What if I told you I was confused? Okay. So as we wrap up this trip down Feelings Lane, I want you guys to remind yourselves that our emotions and our feelings are really powerful. So powerful that they make us do something to take action. So when you guys are going back to your schools or to your colleagues or to your teams, remind yourself of being able to be honest and articulate how you're feeling. If you're honest with yourself first, you can then create more space for other people to be honest with you. Okay? All right, so we're gonna switch it over and move on to the next activity, I believe. But then again, I don't know, because
What happened to the
it's
clicker?
this person
Look, y'all always
that's
doing
supposed to be
something.
going next. And I don't know why he gotta go in the middle anyway. Like, just because he's the only man in this group, I don't get it.
Ocean Eleven is a movie.
I agree.
This.
I agree. Dude, come on, man. Like, I don't. Why you have to be in
Wait,
first?
where is all of this? What?
I should have been second. It's very cold up in here. I need to go back to California. You know, I really think the people came for SEL and feelings.
Yeah.
They got that. They had it. And they had some fun.
Everybody know how to be angry in here, right?
Right? Y'all do it?
That's not a new feeling.
Now, that's one of the ones I said that we all know how to do.
Exactly.
So we gon' you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Y'all had this plan, huh?
Nah, bye.
Don't get angry.
So we have rehearsed this thing for, I don't know, when TABSE had this, put the stuff out we was talking about, you know, but they stay angry with me for some reason. I don't get it. How often are we getting angry individually? For you ladies out there in the crowd, how often are we getting angry? For you all that are in the classrooms, how many times do you feel like this is a conversation that you're having with a kid and or a parent?
It rises sometimes.
It rises.
On the inside.
And these are not rhetorical questions. I want to hear some answers. Let's be clear. Right? So this is a space for us to talk about where this anger comes from, where it manifests, how we're dealing with it, how we process it. And I want to open up the floor. I want somebody to tell me, contrary to what they're talking about. Thank y'all for coming on in.
It's not as cold as I thought it was.
Y'all just wait until later, Jack. After the fool in front of company. Listen. So how often? So I'm gonna open up the floor. Contrary to what they say, I don't like hearing myself talk. I like to. I want to hear from other people because that's how I learn. So, who wants to take the floor first to talk about their anger and what they do with it? Nobody?
I'll say the way that I cope with my anger is I get curious about what got me here. And then after that, how am I going to de-escalate myself and regulate myself back to my baseline? I try not to get there because it's not a good space to be in. It's not a good space to receive in that moment. So.
Right on. I appreciate it. We can snack, we can clap, y'all can do whatever. All that.
You know, I agree with you. That's how I try to identify why it is. Is it because of my values I hold in perspective, and you know, just to kind of get to the root cause? Because I figure, because most of the time if I'm angry, it's usually because, or if I'm talking about the work world, I guess it's because normally it's my values we're not aligned with what's going on.
Okay. Anybody else like to share? Go ahead. No, I'm sorry, Don. Go ahead. No, go ahead. I'm gonna get to Cherie. She opened her mouth like she wanted to say something. So I got it. Okay, go ahead.
I'm in a strange land in that I've typically been in places where we were plentiful. And I'm now in a place where we are at a deficit.
Okay.
And so being in leadership, every word that I say matters. Every facial expression I have matters.
Yeah.
I'm just exhausted, right? So when I get angry, I remember every facial expression matters, every word matters, and I represent a group of people who have not had a voice for centuries, ever in that area, right? So I remember all that, and it centers me like immediately. So sometimes I know they're like, is she gonna say something? Because I'm like, and now I can talk because I gotta remember. Because what I want to say is this. I'm gonna say that, but I have to temper that with the remembrance of all the people that are behind me, who are on my shoulders and whose shoulders I'm on.
Yeah.
It's all that at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, we probably could have ended with that.
Right there. That's the SEL, self-management that you're talking about.
See,
That's
yep, one of your
awareness,
competencies. Responsible decision making, not cussing people out. Right?
Knowing your baseline.
No, look.
Absolutely.
So the other night we were having a discussion on the way back from Houston, and the conversation was about the difference between being mad and being angry. Because I feel like that's always one where people are like, oh, I'm mad. So like we talked about the big four: sad, angry, mad, and happy, right? So somebody was like, well, what's the difference between being mad and being angry? I thought it was up for discussion. Let's make it up for discussion, shall we? What is the difference, in your opinion, of course, because there's no wrong answers, but the difference between being mad and being angry? Anybody want to take it?
In general or for?
In general. And I say in general because, again, as we are talking about these competencies, these are things that we do, and we use these competencies every day.
I feel like when you're mad, you can still kind of process, but when people get angry, like there's like they're not using their prefrontal cortex. You know, they're just it's just strictly emotions, and then you're gonna start just saying whatever or shutting, or it may look like shutting down or just giving up.
Okay. Thank you, Leslie.
Being irrational.
Being irrational.
Does that matter?
Is that mad anger?
That's angry when you're irrational. You can make a judgment call faster on being mad than being angry, because angry is to the point where it's basically out of control.
Right.
Okay.
It's the extreme, I think, of the continuum. So I'm mad, but the extreme of that is being angry.
Right.
Okay. So when people ask, well, Matt, what's the difference between being mad and being angry? So this is how I broke it down, right? When I'm mad about something, prime example. So, and this is real life, happened 3 days ago. So we at the hotel, and I say, ooh, Nakia, did the box with the wine that we bought for the giveaways get in the car before we left North Texas? And she was like, I was instantly mad, right? Now, this would have been the third thing that I may have forgotten in the midst of all of these things that we brought, right? So then, I go to get in the shower, and let's see, toothbrush, toothpaste, cologne, beard products, all that. But I ain't got no soap though. How I forget that? Now I went from mad to now I'm angry, right? So for me, the anger comes from those underlying bubbling things that keep adding to the stress that you already have. And what does that look like? That could be the kid who you know has potential that is just not given that, like they're not given that extra. That could be from the parent that you didn't call 15 times and said, look, Johnny is not doing his homework. I keep sending it home, but you cussing me out talking about you ain't getting it. Instead of being mad, I would assume that teachers are angry. Now, so I've been in education and social services like 20 years now. So a lot of that go hand in hand. So I've met a lot of teachers. My mother is a retired school teacher / principal who has went back to substitute because they ain't got nobody in Chicago public schools. But she real old school, if y'all can imagine, right? So parents don't really mess with her. But she gets angry. She's angry because she sees the way that the system is treating the kids and what the kids don't have, like the discrepancies that are in them. And she's trying to help them through that while dealing with her own emotions behind it, right? So, today's activity is Ocean's 11, and it's an anger activity. So, we got a 3, 6, 9, no one, we got just enough. So everybody's gonna get one sheet. And how this plays, because Ocean's 11, so the Ocean's films happen to be my favorite trilogy of movies, because I don't count Ocean's 8, because that was garbage, trash, right? And I am not a frequent visitor of Vegas anymore, but I love Vegas. My therapist tells me that I should not enjoy the sound and lights as much as I do in the casino. But I thrive on it. I love it. It's madness. So, what we're going to do is, somebody who's going to, so I don't have to call on people, they're going to come up and they're going to roll the dice. I mean, you can snap it if you want to.
I love the snap.
Come up and roll the dice, and then based on the dice, you're going to answer the question that's on the sheet. And we're gonna have an open discussion. Who wants to go first? I think Sharissa go first because she was up there. Yeah.
I knew that was gonna happen. Thank you. I'm gonna roll the dice.
Yeah.
With the snap.
I'm gonna do one anything. 5. When was a time that you didn't handle your anger well? What happened afterward? Where's the chair? Where's my couch?
to the side.
Oh, goodness.
You can pick one.
There's
Pick
so
one.
many opportunities to respond to this question. I have 3 little kids. They're 3, 7, and 9. And as you were talking, I was thinking, gosh, like every time I go home, I try to channel that same, watch my facial expressions.
Yeah.
Don't like be quick to jump on top of them when they haven't done the 10 things that I asked them to do. And so I do struggle to handle my anger at times with my kids in this work that we do in education, especially when we come home and it's tired, right? It's been a long day. We've been dealing with everyone else's children. We've been dealing with other
Adults, sick children.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, there's a time that my daughter did something and I completely snapped at her. I don't even know. There's probably many times that this has happened, but I was wrong. You know, afterwards there is, you know, she's sad, she's disappointed. There's now this, you know, disconnect between the two of us where I'm having to repair what happened, and you know, it just doesn't feel, it feels really icky as a parent. Because, you know, they're here, it's my baby, and I don't want to disappoint her, and it's going to happen because that's life. But it's harder when it was harder in that situation because it was something that ultimately I was wrong. Maybe I would have felt a little bit okay if I was right, but I don't know if that's better. But I feel more vindicated and justified. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing. Come on up. But I mean, with or without the snap.
I know.
Come on.
Name one reason it's important to stay calm when you're angry.
I mean, now, if I may, like, I think you gave. I say you roll again. There you go.
Because I was going to say, I said that. Oh, it's okay. I don't know the back. Oh, now I gotta get
So 7, 8, 9, 10. Is that 10?
That's 10.
Okay, yeah.
4,
Yeah.
6, 10. Okay. Is anger always? Oh no. I think because I've been a black woman 54 years. Anger can't be my first emotion. And I've been a black woman who grew up in a predominantly white area for most of my life. So I've had to always utilize other emotions to get across what is my primary.
Absolutely.
And if I got a moment left,
I mean,
I got 27 and 24-year-old daughters. Those times when you aren't at your best become their best teachable moments when they become adults.
Come on.
I wanted to say that because we're human, and how you recover from that teaches them something and allows them to understand, oh, mama got some failings as well, so it's okay when I am.
Okay.
We're human.
So it's okay when you're human.
Come on. Give yourself grace and space. Grace and space.
Absolutely.
anybody else? Anybody else want to take again?
Come on, y'all.
I mean, because if not, I just want to get the other right?
Might be the dice might be in time.
Right? So in thinking about 10, is anger always your first reaction? Let's see. So in August I'll be married 20 years. I would say in the first 10, 12. What we talking about? 12. Anger was always my first reaction. Because that's what I learned in my household. As a young black man watching this role model of a black father, he only had 2 emotions. He was angry or he was happy. I was like, my feelings, Will. Like, there's more stuff to feel? I don't know nothing about none of that. Right? It wasn't until I went away to school and then the kid would be like, you cannot say that to people. You cannot talk to people that way. Why not? This is how I feel. No, we don't do it that way. So for a long time now, I've been on this journey of thinking before I speak, because the empath in me knows that I need to be focused on the person that I'm talking to, because I know for me, I don't never forget how a person made me feel.
Right.
Which means I have to make sure that I remember that when I reciprocate that to the next person.
Right.
Right? Okay. I think we got time for one more roll.
Come on. Who ready? You over there?
Yeah, come on. There it is. Back out.
You know it's coming. You felt it.
Real quick.
Yes.
Name someone you know who is good at staying calm when angry. Just like my mother.
You good at saying?
I'm silly. I like to joke. I always, anyone that knows me knows I try to turn a negative into a positive.
Yeah.
So that gives me time to reflect where I can. If I feel something on the inside, I'll be like on the phone with a parent. You didn't? Well, let's look at this. It gives me a moment to breathe and then go back and think, okay, let me say something before I be in HR. I'll be on the news like,
Right.
and I don't want that. So that I always try to look at the positive side because we're all here for a purpose and a reason, regardless if it's positive or negative. How can I utilize whatever I'm faced, what am I looking at, and what is meant for me is for me. So if it's placed on me, that means I have to go through it, whatever. So I just try to make the best of it. Now I do get angry, but you rarely see that because I'll smile. And I'll be like, okay. Even my students, when they do, I'm like, really? But that's just me. That's just how it is.
Thank you. So we're looking at this anger and how this ties into SEL again. So when we're looking at the competencies, if like I know when I'm getting angry, like I can feel it, like my ears get hot, my blood pressure start going up. I have to be self-aware that I need to manage myself in that moment and make a responsible decision, because socially and in the social awareness of the world, right? What's the last one? My relationships with people are important. So I want to make sure that I'm touching all 5 of these competencies as I'm going through life. So for me and you all, it's just the same. So remember the 5 competencies, especially when you feeling bubbling, you on the fence. Like, was it a microaggression? Did they really mean that way? And I'm a strong proponent of that. I start asking, I'm sorry, what did you mean by that? Right? Because, right, I need you to clarify. My therapist told me that too. I should not get angry. I should just ask for people's clarification. Now here's the thing though. I feel like you done gave people an out when you do that. So we had a whole back and forth about it. But I'm good now. I'm good. Right? I mean, and if they double down, I prefer for you to double down and mean what you say and say what you mean. That's what I know how to deal with it. Right? All right. So Ocean's 11. This is gonna take us into our last 2 activities.
Yay, it's me. Just a reminder, I'm Michelle Faulkner-Forson. I'm the managing director of the Baltimore Improv Group. Everybody know what improv is? Yes. Can someone define it for me?
Creating a scene with no rehearsal.
Yes. All unscripted, no script, unscripted activities. We're going to be getting into our creative bag a bit and getting more present in what's going on currently. And we're going to get up. Is that okay? Come on up here. We'll make a kind of a semi or elongated circle. Okay. All right. We got 10 minutes. I found improv because I was dealing with social anxiety in many sorts. So in my head, going to do improv to fix that. It did. But initially, you would think going on stage or performing would make you more anxious, but it made me more centered. So I'm sharing that with you all because maybe y'all can use it. So our first activity, 10 things. 10 things you're gonna just pop off the top of your head. It does not have to make sense. And we're gonna do this by, so I'll start this way, because you the fun one, right? So I'm gonna ask you to name, we're gonna all do this for each other. You're gonna name 10 things, 10 cereals that don't exist, okay? Hold that thought. After every single thing we name, we're all gonna clap and count, okay? So say one that does not exist.
A cereal?
Make it up. We're making things up, y'all.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Poopy Pops.
1. Yep, keep going. You got to name 10.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Crunch and Munch. 2.
Ain't that a real cereal?
Yes.
That's a
Captain.
It's a pop.
Oh, it is. It's a coffee. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. My bad.
Keep going.
Floral flowers.
3. You got it.
Choking chocolate. Crisp. Monster Crunch.
6.
Captain. Frosted Freaks. Pastry Punch.
9.
Zesty Zulu.
Okay, because of the time, and I want to make sure everybody gets a chance, we're going to do 5, okay? So you're going to ask her to make up something that you want to know about.
Okay. Types of sports that doesn't exist.
Come on. And we're still going to count.
competitive booty shaking.
Yeah! 1!
You sure that is?
Triple that.
I'm interested in that. It's right there. Go ahead, say it.
Blindfolded checker box.
Get out your head. Get out your head.
Say it, make it.
You already have
Why would I say
It's hard. It's hard. Words that do not exist.
You can make a, that all that noise you just honestly.
Tennis.
Good mitten.
Good mitten.
You guys
Good
get it.
bad mitten. Get it. Four. One more. Come on.
One more. Backwards power walking.
All right, we'll cut it down to 3. So you got 3. You welcome.
She's like,
You know what? For the sake of time, I think everybody should do one around.
That's a good point.
Okay.
This one. And you ask.
TV show titles that do not exist.
Just one. And we'll do it all the way around.
Okay.
okay, Video Land.
Okay.
Rum shaker.
Christmas candy.
3.
Gossip Sisters.
Popcorn Paradise.
5.
Life and Times of a High School Teacher.
6.
TTYL. Put that down.
it's really important that we acknowledge that the first ways we learn how to make community is by play. And just connecting with each other like that. So find times and opportunities to play. So you can, it's a vulnerability thing too, because a lot of people, I've been in school spaces, they feel mad uncomfortable feeling or looking silly. But it's something that we don't do enough of, just to find joy in your regular day. Okay. So that's my 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
So as we end, we again thank y'all, because y'all had like 9 other choices. I don't understand why, but y'all had. So in Q&A before they come and tell us that it's time to go.
So do y'all go out to schools and do this, or?
Yes. Short answer.
Okay.
So medium-sized answer is that this is one of those workshops that we tell folks that we do, right? That gets people to think, and we call these game activities. So game/activities, put it together, and we add the education component. So if a principal or a superintendent or somebody, board member was like, we're having trouble doing, with conflict resolution, not only with our students but with our teachers. So we take that information and we come up with a workshop. And it looks like we're done.